Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. How's it going, everybody? Time for this. Totally not a Walkman. Totally a Walkman.
Jane, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Primus, Thumbs McGee, thank you. Brian, Snap, and Head On. Welcome, welcome. This is what's on the docket. To start things off today, it looks pretty good. It looks really good. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of doing things out of bricks that you could just get the real version of. However, if you're going to do it really well. Make it feel special. Make it feel like something. Like, holy heck. That's made of bricks. Dang, it looks good. You know, like the Game Boy. Like the Lego Game Boy. This feels like it might almost be on that level. But there's one thing about it that might be beyond. Just one. But it's a good one. And because it's a relatively small build, I should be able to do a second build today as well. Second small build. All right. Let's get things started. Is this it? Is this the one? This is the one. This left over here. That's what we're looking for to start. Okay, so lots of prints. There are stickers, but there's a reason for that. A good reason. Lots of prints, and this is GoBricks' metallic color option, which is literally this silver with a transparent color sprayed over the top of it. Just like they did in the Brickcraft Futurama sets, where it's red. Just here they've done it in blue. So you can see little speckles of silver beneath. You know, there's a little bit of texture to it. But there are a bunch of pieces in this color. All of the blue on the outside of this thing appears to be that, which is crazy. Ray, welcome. Is it bad if you ask anyone about cassettes and tapes and they say, what? No, that's just the passage of time. You know? I'm sure there are plenty of people, or plenty of things that people from the era of cassette tapes don't know about that existed the era before them, you know? That's just progress and change. And now your 1980s sports Walkman that was yellow and had an O-ring to keep water out of the tape deck. Oh, you just found it. Not found about it, you found it. Nice. Right on. Like 8-track. Yeah, there you go. Brian, how's it going? I'm just a regular consumer, so if you see me building something, it's because I bought it, which means that anybody could have bought it. Bought this on Amazon. Never. If there's ever an exception to that rule, I will make it very, very clear. But no, if I have something, it's because I bought it. And if I bought it, anybody could have bought it. And probably a lot of people bought it before I did. Oximus, hello. Pantasy is the brand. Pantasy. Andy, welcome back. Nihao, welcome back. And thank you for your ongoing support. I hope you are well. Yeah, Lego doesn't have parts like these. They don't let you just build however you want. They make it hard. Let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Those are pretty close. When you paint stuff multiple layers like this, it becomes much harder to maintain consistency. We also have the 1x version of that with studs on both sides. And look at that bright silver color too. We got the 1x2s. Looking for a 1x1 now. Yep. Let's get this whole large surface tiled out. I wonder if they have any regular bricks in the metallic blue as well. Doesn't show up on Amazon at all? Huh. I definitely bought it there. For Cassette. Get the exact link. They did pull it down. That's bizarre. I've seen some other retailers that have it. Here's the direct link to where I bought it. But yeah, it says currently unavailable for me. So they ran out of the initial stock, and they don't yet have a indication of when they'll be getting more. And so if you search for the product, you will see other places that have it for sale. I'm about the only one. Yeah, I'm sure. 4 games were used to unlock a door. The only way to win is not to play, all right? Would you like to play it? No, we're not talking about the Saw movies owned by Cat. Get with the program. Older than that. What's up, Wandering Mate? Oof. Watch it from VHS. 4 Games is one of those old movies that one of those old stalwarts that I have not seen in probably the better part of 40 years now. I do need to fix that. Wait, did I? Oh, yeah. Those are all blue. Those did not need to be blue. Maybe blue isn't. Maybe it's just plastic after all, and plastic isn't that expensive, especially ABS plastic, which is the same resin that's used for sewer downpipes. Or I start thinking, Lego perspective. Maybe they should have used a different color for these inner ones. Maybe a version that uses less dye so that they could save a little bit of money on it, because they're really hurting for money. They only made $2 billion net profit last year. Still working on reprogramming myself. It was on TV quite a bit. Really? Oh, anniversary. Okay. Well, that's cool. Films I've caught up on are Goonies, Last Starfighter. By caught up on, I mean watching for the first time in many decades. Yep. Goonies, Last Starfighter, Flight of the Navigator. What else did I go back to? Still need to rewatch Neverending Story. War games, definitely. What else? Fell off the top of my mind. CRT was not compatible with digital broadcasting? Really? Dang. I didn't realize that was a thing. Thank you, Warren. Thank you. Tried to make it a little bit faster paced than usual. So at least, in spite of the fact that it's a large set, it was not half an hour long. Not quite, at least. Simpsons, welcome back. Lego set has all those pieces with studs on both sides. The possibilities, yes. Yes. Let's get more of those into circulation. Let's normalize them. Let's get more people to be aware of the existence of such capabilities, such technologies. $2012, okay. Dang. I did not realize that old TV literally just couldn't receive modern signals. That's sad. Because oh no, is that the case for radio as well? As radio? A lot of radio has moved in that direction, hasn't it? Or do radio stations that broadcast in quote-unquote HD still also put out a standard traditional signal? Gosh. That's wild. Those are things that you would have expected to be absolutely evergreen, just permanently. For as long as broadcast TV existed, for as long as radio especially existed. I guess there's still AM and shortwave, but composite and scar, right? You probably had the Tritron 32. Is it a Wiga? Might have the same one as I did. This thing's going to be pretty solid and dense. Don't think it's going to have problems with warping. I think it's going to be pretty flat. Yeah, was it that silver framed one? It was one of the best TVs you. Yeah, okay. So we had the exact same TV. One of the best TVs you could get. I think I got mine like 99. Or yeah, probably 99. First TV I ever bought. People still pay good money for those because of retro gaming. First time I moved was a short distance after I had that, and a friend and I moved it together. And he sprained his back helping me with that thing. I felt terrible about it. That's right. Aaron, thank you for the resub. Watching Avatar 1, 2, and then 3 is out. Gotcha. So you're getting the rewatch in, so you'll be right on top of where you are in the story. You're watching Knight Rider. Nice. What up? I'm just trying to get back into the normal swing of things. Without any additional duties with the charity fundraising. Still feels a little bit weird. Don't feel like I've fully transitioned mentally back. Doing my best to move in a healthy direction in terms of amount of mental and physical exertion. Trying to get at least the minimum amount of sleep again, you know. Prepping for the new year. Oh my gosh, why is this doing this? What is wrong? We're watching Angry Video Game Nerd Channel. Paolo, welcome. And Splat, hello. Reissue of Soundburger. I don't know what that is. I don't think I've heard of it. Yeah, the fundraising, I mean, it went amazingly, honestly, absolutely amazingly. Better than I could ever have asked. Way better, honestly. We passed 10K in that event. And 100K overall for Starlight. 200K for charity on the whole, raised by this community. So some major milestones, plural. Wait, mirrored. Starlight. All charities put together.
I will upvote that.
Reviews. Atari, Nintendo, Sega. I'm sure I've seen him. Just I don't remember exactly his vibe. He's not quite as angry as he says, right? I think it's been a while since I've seen him. Thank you, King of hashtags. I appreciate it. You don't have to do that, but thank you. Soundburger was a portable record player from the 80s. Oh, swings open like a waffle iron and you put a record in it. Nice. Right on. He's pretty angry. Oh, so he might have amped it up compared to the way it was last time I remember. You feel the ear pain? Yep. Definitely looking at the headphone design. Yep. Spoken like someone who knows. Spoken like someone who's been there. Pieces look shiny. They're very shiny. Gosh, this is really my poor. I wonder if it's because I'm using my cheapest, my cheapest lens, and it's getting a little stiff in the focus ring. Okay, this one's not right. Paul, welcome. The CD Walkman was always skipping. Audio Technica brought it back with modern needle, Bluetooth, and USB-C, but old design. Nice. I never had a Walkman. My first portable was an Iowa. But it could record though. It was kind of late, but hey. Welcome, Joel. Still have your original? Didn't have the hard. Wow, good on you. Jeez, that's a lot of us have regrets over getting rid of stuff. You know, you recognize way late that you should have held on to X. You have your original Walkman. That's amazing. Oh, what is this? Splat! Oh, come on. Splat, what the heck? Look, all those Covenant, they were just doing their job. You didn't have to mow them all down like that. Right? They were just chilling. Thank you for the incredible generosity. Totally uncalled for. Thank you, something awesome. All the cars you should have kept. Oh, yeah, but well, I mean, it depends on how much space you have. You don't want to turn into a used car lot or a wrecking yard lot. Start hoarding. Oh, you know what? I think I see something here. Polarizer was a little bit off. The bees were spared, thank goodness. Not the bees. Not the bees. Yeah, Oximus, that message is not going to get through moderation. Plaid Pandas, hello, thank you. What are you doing? Oh, there's a hype train? Go away, hype train. Stop encouraging the people. Head on, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Spare it again, yes. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that would have been horrible.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And something awesome. I hope you're doing well. Had a Mark 1 GTI. I see. Yeah, that one. That one should have been kept. But how could you have ever known? Y'all, thank you. Star-Lord's Walkman? Who?
Zone B lost.
Oh my gosh. Thumbs, you too?
Down. Yes. 3 down. Zone A.
I'm just building a small segment. All this wanton destruction. I don't know what is up with this. I do not approve. I'm just, I want to be clear about that. Completely uncalled for.
Yeah.
Thank you. You had an, no. You had an E30. You had a 190. Okay. I take back what I said. Yes, you should have kept those. Hindsight is 2020. Gosh, dang it. Well, hey, at least you can rest easy knowing that you had really good taste. This is a double-sided stud here. Savvy. This exists. And it's not a big deal. We can just change the direction of building at any time. And it's legal. Except not from a Lego.
I will make it legal.
During assembly, gray parts should not exceed dashed lines. Okay, so they are setting this up to be a working mechanism. 89 Micro Super S. Super S. I've never even heard of this. 202, 205, W1. All right, you've had a good life as a car enthusiast. I am jelly. I'm just trying to align this exactly the way that they show in the instructions. Oh, okay. OJ, just leave it. Wait a minute. Whoa. This should be flat. That's simple. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay, so this should work. First car you drove was a Buick station wagon. Should not have been kept. Wait, but it was? 90s S-Class? 80s SLC? Dang. I don't know all of the Mercedes. It sounds like you had every Mercedes. Does this go flat at the end? Nope, it does stick out a little bit. All right. Everything is looking correct at this point. Every model from 75 to 95. Wow. Okay. Nope, this actually should be. Pontiac Bonneville could have been worse. Could have had your dad's brown Escort. That root beer brown. Learn how to drive in a King Cab pickup. The poor clutch. Oof. Cool truck, though. Chrysler K car. No idea how you passed. It was floating. Good old Iron Duke. Oh, these actually want to be down. Okay. This is a very strong rubber band, by the way. Take care, Ray. Thank you for hanging out. Grand Cherokee Limited. Nice. Dog. Works. Rogue Drunken Lannister, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in.
Indeed.
Dog is barking. I'm getting the work done. How are you? Russian was the third interview, be the last, just informed there'll be a fourth. Okay. Disheartened. Wait, is that not a good thing? Because third being the last doesn't mean that you got the job. It just means that they're not talking to you anymore about the subject. Could be good or bad. 2 chevaux. Was dodgy even for a 2 chevaux? Oh my gosh. Jeez, did it have no shocks? I'm assuming it had no shocks. Just springs. Had a K car as well. Would talk to you, saying the door is ajar always. The door is a door, it's not a jar. Nice. The door is ajar. No, it's not. Growing process. All right. Brakes in the front only. Need a half can of brake cleaner to start. Amazing. This thing has too many prints. Keep having to check to make sure I'm using the right ones. It's terrible. LeBaron. Holes in the floor so railing got in from the roof. Got out easy. Oh, that's nice. Free drainage. Minimal standing water. That's good. That's a plus. Too many prints, things Lego builders have never said and will never say. I have a feeling this thing's going to be almost as heavy as the original Walkman. Okay, this is way, yeah. This is way cooler than I was expecting already. Jeez.
Is that legal?
I also, while getting the image to put up here last night / this morning, I got a peek at another Pantasy set that's coming up. It's completely unexpected, but looks perfect. Accidentally saw exactly what it's based on because images of it immediately returned thanks to modern search engine systems. Just looking at images of the Pantasy set automatically brought back images of the real thing because Google thought the Pantasy set was the real thing. We'll be seeing that soon. Is there a sound break? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. Oh. Where are they? Oh, these are silver. Silver one rings. Fantasia. Fantasy could get really, really dangerous if they get some hard-hitting IPs. They could do some damage on the market. All right, time for another mechanism. This is going to be the eject. This whole set just has 3 sets of bags, so 3 bag numbers. Multiple bags per number, but there's only so much to it, you know? Panda and Fantasy? I don't know where they got the P from, honestly. I never looked it up. I never asked. It's a good question. If you have spare time, you want to see if they've said anything about it? Asked AI. Oh, it said to leave you alone. Or to leave it alone. Seems legit. It's in the front of their new instruction books. It says what Pantasy means. Peen, the Mandarin character, to build plus fantasy. To build fantasy. Okay. Thank you. That works. These are just the coolest rubber bands. Feels like it's going to last a long time. I don't know what the material is, but like by name or anything. I feel like I've never encountered a material that feels like that was degraded to time. Nope. So close. Almost got it. Wonder how close to 1-to-1 this is. Star Wars Steve, welcome. Didn't the Game Boy set use the bushings, the rubber style bushings? One of these guys turn the corner. It's a lot of progress. Would have expected a slower start. Wait a minute, does this have 0 leftover parts? Is it one of those situations? Yup. 0 leftover parts. Shows a lot of confidence in their quality control. Pantasy. These guys. All right. Such is how it begins. Just a little bit of scuffing on the corners of these larger plates. A little bit there as well. What? Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my zoom. Oh, yes, I do. No, I don't. I guess I can widen that out a little bit. I thought that was the eject. I never had an original Walkman. Why does this feel the way that it does? The haptics are more detailed than I would expect. I guess it's like there's the initial loose phase. It's not fully loose, but it's light. And then there's a breakover point, and then there's the stoppage at the end. So it's like at least 3 pieces of feedback that you get. It's just more detailed in how it feels than I would have expected. I had an Iowa, and I was very late to it. It was like 91 or so when I got my first one. Shootout Bricks, welcome back. Time for bags 2. Soundwave? Yeah, I built that and reviewed it when it came out months ago. Find the review on my reviews channel. It's excellent. TLDR, TLDW, do recommend. And by Transformers standards, it's not even that overpriced. Some might even say it's quote-unquote reasonable. That's so good. All right. Now, to form the door. 6 and 8. The colors, yeah, and the finish. Metallic finish, or finishes. How does this compare to Soundwave? It doesn't. Completely different subject matter. Completely different size, completely different everything. One is a robot, the other is a Walkman. Yes, the robot transforms into a boombox. It's sound related. But it's too different. Also, I'm just building this. I can't give you a full review and comparison of this to anything because I haven't built it yet. You know? When you got your Walkman, you bought 2 tapes, Men at Work, Business as Usual, and a K-Tail collection of hits from Kmart. Can't remember what you had for dinner. 3 days. Memories are weird like that. They are inconsistent. I mean, maybe it's, some people have perfect memories of everything always. I sure don't. My memory is more like yours. With 12 of these one by. These are low up brackets. Not to be confused with high up or down. Bad memories are easily forgotten? Well, that depends. That definitely varies a lot from person to person. Can't remember if you had a Panasonic or a Sanyo. Memories change each time you recall something? Is that so? Right on, Seep. Enjoy your lurk and your music. James Kiska, welcome back, and thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. This is good. All those. Switch over to here. Try this again. See if this actually decides to work. A little lot of issue with focusing. This camera is at a really awkward angle. And its autofocus has been struggling when I turn it on lately. Concerned. I think I probably got the lens used. And that was probably 4 years ago. My first CD was 36 Chambers that I ever bought. Rode my bike down to Tower Records. Right next to Grand Auto. I think I had probably recorded Cream on my Iowa and needed the rest of the album. That was my first time learning the hard way the difference between radio edits and album versions of tunes. Welcome back, JC Gold. This should be over by one. One. Ah. So it seems. Yes, music record stores. And malls too, are in many areas. Malls are pretty much gone. Not everywhere. The local hangout mall from college, from my college, is dead.
Hi.
Dead.
Stop. Hi.
Oh. Okay.
Hey!
Ha!
Hey!
Ha! Crazy dog, come here.
Welcome back, Robot Wizard, and thank you. That's right. Oh, I think it is. Oh. Oh, this is a big deal.
You're welcome, Janet. Happy to be
Janet.
back.
Last of the blue pieces? Wait. Is this kind of done? Doesn't quite eject nicely yet. It is pushing up, but it's not pushing up as much as I would like. Oh, I wonder. Did that bypass? Okay, just needs to be loosened up a little bit. Oh. Did they use the wrong pins? Should they have used the loose pins with no friction? Yeah, because there's definitely friction in those pins themselves. They probably should have used the loose ones. Although, I don't know. It's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Because if you use the loose ones, then it would be floppy when it opens. Maybe one of them should have been loose. Like the bottom one should have been loose, and then this one have the friction in it. Just the eject. It's giving you this, but it's not popping the whole thing open. A Discman. Yeah, I mean, if they want to stick to this one particular theme. All right, time to. So that's the player. Size is great. Do see a little inconsistency in the print or the paint for this one in particular. It's got to be nearly impossible to have consistency, true consistency there, because it's 2 layers, and the blue is just a thin transparent coat. Kevin, welcome back. So this is the first of 2 tapes. And there's a stand. Headphones. Edit. Can barely see it there. Oh, right there. Size of this is so good. Origami person you watched folded a Gundam Zero? Nice. That is a science and art that I will never be able to keep up with, never be able to partake in. Far beyond me. Far beyond me. There we go. The width looks like. Oh, it goes far beyond the edge. Whoa. Need this to be tight, and then it's almost like Lego spacing. Well, they intentionally went with stickers here because it's appropriate. It's accurate, just like with the Lego Game Boy. Everybody's happy that the Game Boy has stickers because it's correct. Don't forget to use the water trick. If you're worried about things not lining up right the first time, just put a bunch of water on the adhesive and the surface. It won't fully stick at first, so you can easily pick it up. You can reposition these anyway. Most stickers you can reposition, but water just makes it easier. Not the water. All right, I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna feed my dog.
Like a lion's pride. But fate keeps pulling me to the side. The red of my suit, the crest on my chest. I race for the best, but can't get no rest. Must be the water filling my seat, slowing me down, can't feel my feet. The apex calls, but luck won't comply. Must be the water, that's my alibi.
I have the seat
Must be the water.
full of water,
Must be the water.
like full of water.
Must be the water.
I have the seat.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the words of wisdom.
Oh no!
I'm solo, I'm hunting solo, I'm hunting solo, I'm hunting solo, solo. Picking up my plaster, putting it on my side. I'm jumping in my falcon, whoopie at my side. I'm solo.
Thanks, head on. This arrived. Another company trying the Speed Champions type of deal. Taigao or Taikol. Let's see how that goes. All right. Still have another. I think I have a ship set from them. Need to assemble. Sort of thing makes you feel slightly old and sad? No. Don't feel sad. time passes, things change. It is how it goes. Right side up building, upside down building. No big deal. Full bracket, partial bracket. Oh, funky. Pantasy album. Probably not the good kind of AI. They would try to make it all instrumental, but then one of the tracks, like the second to the last track, would have an AI attempt at lyrics. It would all be gibberish. But if you listened to it really, really quietly in the background, you would think it's real. Enjoyed some New Age. You think that Pantasy would be similar? New Age, one of the additional playlists that I need to get updated before the licensing model changes. Yeah, not a lot of people really enjoyed it or appreciated it these days, though. Decided to watch this. Nice, thank you. Hey Lynch, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Hey. Will today's kids grow up and be nostalgic for iPads and tablets? Ooh. Yeah, what will replace those? They have to go away before people can be nostalgic for them. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. I was hoping for a more satisfying landing in there. Brain chips, yeah. I mean, this is pretty darn good for something made out of bricks. At this point, I mean, when you're able to have something like this, that's about the right size, and then it's got that finish on it. All those prints, like you start to get really, really, spoiled. Like, I know that this is possible now. Now I want more. It's a little bit light. I thought it was going to be a little bit heavier. It's a little bit light. But it's definitely not. Like you could almost believe it. Without batteries, it's probably close. All right, time to make the next cassette. Now, this next one is the one that I've been excited about. Much more complete nostalgia for me. Just using the proper smoke color, the trans brown. On video, it looks real, right? I have to temper my expectations here. Be sure not to set them too high. Full-size VCR. How about half-size VHS camcorder? Not VHS-C. I need it to be full-size. Half-size of a full-size. Half scale of a full-size. What color is that? Is that medium nougat? I guess so. Beta, the better size. What if they do a 2-pack? Big collector set with beta and VHS. And then for the tapes, they make something that looks like a kid's, like a Walt Disney white colored tape for the VHS. Oh, sorry, for the beta. For the beta. And then for the VHS, they include something that represents the type of tape that is responsible for VHS winning the war. I could imagine a Chinese company doing that. And just being like, what? It's just, we're just being accurate here. It's history. I didn't realize that they even got the metallic sheen on this label. Yes, I did instinctively call it a label, not a sticker. You know what else this color is good for? This trans brown color? The top of my floppy disk organizer. Give me a floppy disk organizer now. Beige on the bottom, trans brown on the top. It's an outrage that it's not in my hands right now. Exact same build. And again, they just recolor stuff because they can. Even both of those parts were recolored into the trans brown because they needed it. Wait a minute. Oh, this goes on top. Hmm? Ah, yes. There it is. There's the edge. The bottom corner is too rounded. The brown is ever so slightly too yellow. Gosh, it's close. Whew. Something made of bricks. That's ridiculous. Even the size. It looks fully real. I believe that. Huh, that's nice and secure. What a what? That's just funny. God. The idea of displaying a blank tape like it's a museum piece. Yeah, it's just a little too rounded down here. If they just had, if only they had made a new mold for a sharper radius for these two pieces down here. Old people used to listen to music on Lego. It's pretty okay. It's better than it has any right to be being made out of bricks. All right, time to make the headphone stand, headphone display, and the headphones themselves. Shame they didn't mold styrofoam pieces. The trans brown. Yes. Yes. Not that this is wrong. But the trans brown takes you. The trans brown sends you. Wish there was some sort of inverted gear that they could have put in there to just have little teeth, you know? It's so unfair that it's so close to perfect that it's easy to notice the imperfections. Like if it was much worse, if it was a Lego one where it's just like close-ish, like close enough, then I think there would be enough variation from the real thing that our brains just wouldn't have picked it apart as much, or at least my brain wouldn't have picked it apart as much. This is so close to perfect that it's in the uncanny valley range. And it's easier for me to notice what isn't absolutely perfect, which is very little. That's too much soap. Come on, that's not fair. Use with candles. All right. It's going to be stand first. Include spongy. That's what I'm saying. That's what we needed. And 6. Oh, that's way more satin than Lego's version. Way more satin. Prefer this. I definitely prefer bricks that are less shiny. That's it for the stand. Prefer this so much. They even made these silver. It's a bright silver. It's not painted. It's a bright molded silver. I hope it's strong enough. You don't need a lot of strength for this, but I hope that those parts will be good in the future. Don't tell me they made silver axles. Do not tell me they made silver axles. They made silver axles. Maniacs, they actually did it. Silver bushings. This is truly outrageous. It's not fair to Lego. Can somebody call Lego's lawyers real quick? Because this needs to be stopped. This is you can't do that. Yeah, it's a bright silver, high metallic. At least this piece is not silver. However, the little bit of it that you can't, the little bit of it that would be visible is going to be covered up by a silver piece. So it doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Maybe a half a millimeter sticks out. Hello?
Lego legal. Who we suing? Don't hold back. We certainly don't. That's all they're gonna have left when we're done with them. Just their thoughts.
Thanks, robot. Right. Here's a problem. This is a part that is not silver. So they have silver axles, but they didn't do this one in silver. Lazy knockoffs. This is why I stick to real Lego right here. That's why you don't buy the knockoffs, folks. Because you get red axles. Because we know Lego wouldn't do that. It says right on the sticker. We have superior blue Lego. Only stickers are good. Ooh. Triceratops, you are a boldy one.
Hi there, Lego Legal again. Just clarifying that sticker is in no way legally binding. Okay, thanks, bye.
That's true. It's not a contract. Thank you, Robot.
Hello there.
Hi. Hi.
So beautiful.
No.
It's like new shiny things.
No.
Oh God. Jeez. I didn't know that was like.
Shut up and take my money.
It's false. No way. No. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It's false.
That one's useful.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
What?
I was gonna say
It's showtime.
sorry, the red's gone. I didn't do any of this. It's not a joke. I didn't do any of this. Seriously.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
Right now, it seems to be working.
So forget about it, cuz.
That's bad. Don't understand anything. Yeah, me either. I don't know. God.
Do it again. I wasn't looking.
You already did it again. Head on. Play the VOD back. It's not happening again. Robot Wizard saw shiny buttons and was like, Thank you guys. Okay, so the red axle is gone. Both of the axles are gone. There's only right mantis. There is no left mantis. They should be telling me there's a left Twix. Sorry, Neho. Not my fault that you're wrong. God.
It is you who are mistaken about a great many things.
All right, I can't argue that. I can't argue that. I'm definitely mistaken about a great many things. I don't know about this, but great many things. This cost me, I think it was 40. View order. It was 36, but I think that was on a discount. I think the retail price is, yeah, 40. The retail price is 40 US. At least it was. We'll see when it comes back. They've been a little bit weird about prices. Huh? Oh. Is that music skipping a little bit? Is that cat? Is that cat okay?
Good one. Clever girl.
Not like approved or made of stickers. I know. I'm sorry. Also, not sorry. Down. Oh, they actually did hide the red axles completely. I knew that not everything was going to show, but I thought that there might be something that would show. Why is this the way that it is? Oh, covered. Is this gonna almost? Do that right here. This way. You can even adjust this here. Okay, now for the cord. Ooh, it's a little stiff. Not that bad, but a little stiff. The racers. Oh, you're talking about Speed Champions. Oh, Tiny Turbos. Tiny Turbos. I forgot that those had a bunch of stickers. You're right. Nobody complained about those having stickers. People are always like, bring back Tiny Turbos. Those and just the Racers line in general. Bring it back. It was the best. But you're absolutely right. Even the littlest ones had a bunch of stickers. Strange that we don't make fun of that typically. Double standards in this economy? Oh, wait. This should be the short one. This here. Bring back Nexo Knights. Wow. You're lucky you're here, or you would be banned. From most brick building spaces, you would be banned for that. Don't you know that Nexo Knights is the reason why we never got a new classic castle theme? All right, finally the plug. Bring back the Technic mat, but I did. I already did that. I can't bring him back any farther. I see what's happening. Thank you, Camera Robot Wizard.
No, 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 no.
Yes, it's Locutus of Borg, the original Lego Star Trek. Not whole set, but assembly. Oh God. Not them again.
You're welcome.
Is it supposed to be 6 or 6 plus 1?
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
Hey. Ha! Plug it in, plug it in. Again, these hoses are just a little bit stiff for my liking. Maybe if it was summertime.
It's false. No way. No. It's a total fabrication. It never happened.
Total.
It's false.
Alright, so I just need to work on the bend of the headphone wire. Need the camera to not focus on said headphone wire.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you, Don. It's not half bad. Really makes me wonder what the end of 2026 is going to look like with these guys. Because the moves that they're making right now, like now. I didn't even move it and it flashed. Arg. The moves they're making right now are very powerful.
Thanks, Jane. I really appreciate that.
It is a WinRAR. A WinRAR is it. All right, let's see if I can keep these to the side and build the first version of this, which is a 2-in-1. sense. The blinking makes no sense. It's not even moving. Casio calculator watch. Yes, please. As long as it's actually wearable. It's just squished. Well, I don't think I'm going to be showing this box. B, C, A, D, printed windshield, Coleco football. Wow. Nope, they have you open all the bags at once. So I'm going to build the Alt first, the Mark III. The 88 Supra, which gets so little love. Everybody's always about the A80. The one right before it gets so little love. Let me get a little container for the spare part, since I do need to have all of these open at once. Get a little container for these spares. Move this off to the side. Since I'm not using my digital backgrounds today, I can move this stuff here. Right? And I can move it over a little. Better. Okay, so swap this out because we're not doing that anymore. JPEGs, these are all JPEGs. Oh, it cuts out nicely. Cool. That's a win. Extra individual bags to protect each of the windows. This is Go Bricks again, so bright, shiny silver again. That one needs to be cut out. It needs the black background to be removed. Who's responsible for that? There's literally a switch you can flip in Tangia. Thank you, Robot Wizard. Nice to do some sets for a change that are not 2,500 to 3,000 pieces, you know? Lumi bricks. For change, we've gone a day without a new Lumi bricks set being released. My row house, by the way, is supposed to arrive on Thursday. So I'm not going to be finishing it then. Not even sure if I'll be able to start it. Printed headlights. Printed Toyota logo, bright silver wheel covers. Gotta watch out for things like this. Print on the side. Tend not to enjoy the huge sets as much as the little ones. This brand, Brickcraft, was really annoying when they first came out, to me at least, because they were pushing so hard for sponsored reviews. Which I understand, it's just business, it's just advertising, but I did not personally have a good first impression of them just because of that. I was biased against them. They've been proving themselves worthy. Forget how much this one cost. I think it's about 20. Let's see, the tech hole one is $17.50 with coupon. This was 20. See if this will focus any better. I'm not using. Oh wow, the color's not great. Oh, it depends on where the color's coming from because it's polarized. Without the metallic finish, see if it'll fare any better. Not so much. Might just have to set this one to be fixed focus. Oh, this is the wrong piece. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see. This should work for now. Again, I got that lens like pretty much all of my lenses used, and it is a very cheap lens at that, and it's been at an awkward angle. I think it's just wearing itself out. Wrong type of gear shift lever. It should be thicker and just go straight up. 1x6. Camp, hello, welcome. Yeah, it was good times doing the Playmobil thing, but unfortunately that channel was one of many victims of the big YouTube change in 2020, so I wasn't able to use it anymore. But I enjoyed it while it lasted. I think Playmobil was and is good. It's a shame that it's not quite as popular anymore. Good quality stuff. It's nice that they're able to re-release things made from the old molds because they're still that good. I think their figures could use some updating. But pretty good quality stuff. Their move into licenses was surprising, but well done. No, I haven't. No, since YouTube destroyed all of that work, I had to stop. I had to focus on trying to recover other things. Welcome back, Lone. Hope you're doing well. Kids channel thing. It's related to that. It's YouTube broke federal law flagrantly. It was very flashy about how they were breaking federal law. And they were caught, and their lawyers negotiated a settlement that basically pushed all of the punishment onto creators like myself. People who had done nothing wrong. And so we got our work destroyed overnight. And YouTube basically, Google basically got a slap on the wrist. Lalavo, welcome, welcome. Back to Japan on Friday. All right. I built the Walkman. And now I'm building Mark III Supra. For a change, making a set that is not 2,500 to 3,000 pieces. A no skip disc man that actually skips right. It's a pretty cool shift for Pantasy to take their retro line from like the 1920s to within the lifetimes of some of the people who might buy their products, Big shift. been in the brick space hobby for years, get burnout, which was mock and using a ton of brain power. I've never gotten burnout from doing mocks except doing them live. Doing custom builds live is kind of torturous because you need to be able to focus. You need to be able to just try things without having to explain every single step. And oftentimes what you do doesn't work. You'll try something, it doesn't work. And then all that is wasted time for many of your viewers. Not all of your viewers will stand up and say, those who enjoy the process will stand up and say they enjoy the process, but the vast majority want to see some actual progress because that's entertaining and it's only natural. But that just goes against the natural flow of creative work, which just can't be forced. But I've never gotten burnout from just building like sets. Supra, one of your favorite cars? Which version? Which generation? Also, welcome, Wyatt. Trans red, like the latest one. You like the BMW? Lone likes the 86. With the spoiler or without? Or I should say with the aero kit or without the factory aero kit. Mark III for Wyatt. Wow, that is so rare. So few people have any love for the Mark III. I've never sat in a car that fit me better. It's just such a smooth car with the sewing machine engine. With nice. I had a gray one with the arrow. Got wrecked. Old guy in a Camino full of concrete who pulled out into traffic and didn't accelerate. Crossed 2 lanes. And then I later had a poor condition black one without the arrow. Yeah, pretty much everybody these days is all Mark IV or the latest A90, A80 or 80 or A90. Nobody has any love, or very few people have any love for this one or the one we're talking about, the 80s. 80, when did it start? 83 or 82? Okay, other side. Sunny, welcome back, welcome back. Where's my other? Oh, wait. Oh, it's not that. Nice break. Exactly. Was just talking about that just a few minutes ago. Definitely nice to build something that's not 2,500 to 3,000 pieces. The next one is arriving soon, though. At least I get a little bit of break. But, you know, makes a big difference to how many people show up. People want to see the big stuff. People care about the big stuff. The big stuff is shiny and flashy and cool because it's big. Mark III's peak 80s design. Yeah, I mean, technically it started in the 80s, but it's one of those situations where we talk about the 90s actually started in like 87. I think the Mark III Supra is kind of like that. It's a 90s car that just happened to come out a couple years early, you know, or 2.5 years early. That's how it feels to me. Because to me, the Mark II was 80s as heck. You can't get more 80s than a Mark II Supra or a Mark III Celica, which is, you know, same years, with the louvers on the back hatch. Can get exhausting. All the big builds, yeah, I mean, it definitely takes a lot of energy and then a lot of time and energy to review as well. Yeah, you talk about 3,000 piece set taking 3 streams. Then the review is going to be a half an hour long. And then the videos barely get as many views as a video of me looking at pictures on a website for a couple minutes saying, hey, here's this new set that just showed up on the website. Here it is. Look at that. Yep. Cool, isn't it? All right. Thanks for watching. Bye. Next one must be the red brick row house. Yes, indeed. Very Philly. Also a little bit, there's a little bit of UK, there's a little bit of France in some areas. That late Victorian era row house design. And I'm just waiting for the next Lumi Bricks set to be unveiled any day now. Or not unveiled, but released. At least the row house doesn't come until Thursday, and it probably won't be Thursday morning, so I probably won't be able to start building it until Sunday. There you are. Knexpert, welcome back. This has got to be close to done, too. This logo just gets hidden away in this version. Gosh, that's so awkward with the red color changing. Jeez. One of these days I'll upgrade my lights to something with some quality. Or Zionic Daikun. Hello. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you for anyone who raided with Zionic. Always support your streamer by going with their raid if you can. If you got raid and run, it's all good. 555J, welcome back. Welcome back. Bro, is that a Supra? How did you recognize it? It's not a Mark IV or a 5. I'm talking about how nobody gives proper respect to any but the latest 2 versions of Supra. Clean off your desk. All good, no worries. Dream car, Wyatt, not really anymore. I've had stuff that's plenty fast. I don't really feel a major need anymore. The perfect vehicle for me would be something like a Lamborghini Urus, but obviously way cheaper. But if money was no object, something like a Lamborghini Urus, but with a little bit more practicality and definitely easier to get maintained. Something very quick, but also that can, carry some stuff. Pop-up headlights superiority? Definitely. No question. Except when one of them just stops working or only works halfway. Then the superiority ends for a while. Again, Zionic, thank you for the raid. And anyone who came over with the raid, have a good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for supporting your streamer by going with them all the way to the end. Yep, Walkman was completed. This is the second part. Second part of the stream. The Brickcraft Supra also listed in the video title there, stream title. This looks more like a Dodge Daytona. Like, oh wow, yes, so much of it looks like a Daytona. This is close enough to right, but the shoulder right here is so low. Looks like a Daytona, or maybe just a little bit of Camaro as well, especially with how square the mid portion of the hood is. The nose is fine. Still okay. Starting to feel Daytona. Definitely feeling Daytona. Yeah. It's a decent try. Hopefully definitely the main model will be better. Main model looks much more like the source material that it's going for. But hey, it's nice that they actually included 2 options in the box for way less than the price of a Speed Champions car. And they gave some love to a Supra that's not the latest or the one from Fast and Furious, which almost nobody does. A LeBaron. I can see a little bit of LeBaron in it. Yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah. Wondering Mexi's Beretta Z30. Wait, not 34. Was it Z34? Yeah. Oh no, that was the Lumina. That was the Lumina coupe. The Beretta was the more grown-up version of the Beretta. Beretta was one level down. Okay, but getting this part done means that I will be able to record the little bit of video that is dedicated to this. Oh, they actually want the black spoiler. Technically it's a wing. Does not help it to look any more like a Supra though. Also, I can clearly see a difference in color here. The curved pieces are darker compared to the rest. Yeah, pretty much the rest. All right, we could go either way. Let's go this way. All right, so that was the Pantasy Walkman, which I'll try to get that reviewed first and then record the portion of this that needs this version of this, so that then tomorrow I can take this apart and build it into something else. Maybe I should have gotten the Tyco Supra as well. Just compare all the Supras. This is a heavy box. This has a lot. But I don't know if this will be the next build. Let's see. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I'll be streaming Wednesday and Thursday. I think I should be able to take this apart tomorrow, build it into the right Supra that more people like, and then start my Insoon build. I've got another nice Insoon sets to build. A little bit behind on. Yep. And then Thursday, the red brick row house will arrive, but it'll probably be later in the afternoon. And I'm not streaming on Friday, so no point in starting it then, I think. How's it going, Paladin? Thank you for stopping in, but sorry about the timing. Oof. Well, rate us out. Early finish for once. See if I can start earlier tomorrow then. Desperately for months been trying to shift my my schedule back in the day. We'll give it another shot. folks on the YouTube side, thank you again for stopping in. I'll try to get the Walkman reviewed tonight, tomorrow night at the very latest. And tomorrow I'll be taking this apart, building it into the better Supra, and starting something else, which will be finished the day after. The folks on the Twitch side, if you could grab a raid message, I'd appreciate it. And I will take you off to another brick builder. But for now, be good to one another. Be good to yourselves. Thank you for being good to me. I will keep the content going. Please do go with the raid if you can.
Thanks, Jag.
And I will see y'all tomorrow, all right? Be good to Sapiens. He'll be good to you. Peace.